everyone. My name is Hector Rivera. This is my brother and partner, Arnaldo Rivera. And we have been working on opening up a homework center in the poverty-stricken city of Lawrence, Massachusetts. Students in low-income communities face greater challenges and disadvantages compared to students from affluent communities. Many students in Lawrence cannot get the help they need on homework because their parents don't speak English. According to the 2002 Census Bureau, many of their parents don't speak English. Lawrence is home to a large immigrant population. Many students can't get help on their homework because their parents don't understand the homework. According to the 2002 Census Bureau, 40% of residents in Lawrence did not finish high school. Some students cannot concentrate because they live in an apartment shared with their whole family, a small apartment. Many of these students want to succeed, but they have limitations imposed on them for which they have no control over. The city does not offer enough community support programs, but most importantly, they do not have positive role models. Did you know that the Lawrence High School has not been accredited since 1998? Out of 352 high schools in the state of Massachusetts, Lawrence placed 5th lowest in academic performance. Last year, out of all the high school students that took the MCAS, 57% of those students scored in the need improvement zone and 25% scored in the danger failing zone. That is a big problem. Lawrence needs a lot of help. We caught up with the principal of the Lawrence High School, Mr. Paul Neal, and we told him about our plan to help out. And he said, I need all the help I can get. What do you need? We told him, we need a room. He said, you need a room? You got a room. What else do you need? We could sense the desperation in his voice. The dropout rates in Lawrence are at an all-time high, 12.6%, and a mere 66.9% of students are graduating Lawrence High. That's a little bit more than half of the students. There are programs in Lawrence trying to help, but they're not doing enough, or they're not targeting the high school students. The Boys and Girls Club in Lawrence has a homework center, but it is located in a building surrounded by hundreds of kids running around and yelling. Kids would rather play with their friends instead of doing homework. The YMCA has a program called Adelante. This program partners with private middle schools to help middle school students get to high school, but offers no help for high school students. What are we going to do to help? We are going to open up a homework center where we can provide these students with the proper resources they need to succeed. We're going to give them computers, we're going to give them printers, papers, internet access, volunteers, but most importantly, we're going to surround them with positive role models. Research shows that students are more likely to complete their academic goals when they're able to relate to a positive role model in the community who has overcome similar racial, cultural, and economic barriers. We are qualified role models. Why? Because for the first 3 years of our life, we grew up in a shelter. For the last 20 years, we've been battling lupus. For 5 years of our life, we sunk so low in the streets of Lawrence that we became associated within the company of drugs and criminals. An associate degree at one point seemed impossible for us. But guess what? We made it out. We're not only getting our bachelor's this semester, but we're starting our master's degree in September. We have what it takes to lead these students to success. Through this homework center, we're going to foster a culture of positivity, and we're going to build strong relationships with these students. We are going to encourage them to want to succeed. We're going to create leaders so that they can be role models to their peers. How are we going to sustain this program? We're going to talk to organizations and public business, local businesses to seek sponsorship. We're also going to fundraise. And to get this program started, we need about $9,300. With this money, we'll be able to buy the resources we need, such as computers, printers, tables, chairs, and supply food for these students. And in time, we can make a difference in the lives of these students. Thank you very much for your time. Do you have any questions?
So where would you have room at the high school then?
Yes. The Lawrence High School has given us a room already,
Okay.
which we will be using in the meantime.
Is that convenient there? I mean, so as you would use it like right after school, the kids would be able to go in right after there?
Yes, correct. It is very convenient because as after school, the students can go there, and we anticipate growing in the future and needing our own bigger space.
And from the university, where would you get your like volunteers, or what would be that criteria for the people that would be assisting with the homework, or the helpers and the role models?
So we are going to, the selection process is going to be a strict process because we're looking for, we're not looking for volunteers who are going to want to put this on their resume. We want volunteers who are going to be role models, and we want to make sure that they're able to relate to these students somehow. And we'll be looking at UMass Lowell for volunteers as well as the surrounding colleges, Northern Essex Community College, students who are alumni from that school, and we'll be talking to them and inviting them to come help us out.
We're also going to reach out to professors and tutors, mentors, people who can relate and have a passion for helping and ultimately want to bring hope to Lawrence and see change.
So both you guys are psychology majors. Have you talked to anybody over in the School of Education about volunteers and utilizing their resources over there?
We have not yet.
Because you get people over there who need to do student training or need to do classroom time, so that would be an opportunity for them.
Will the students voluntarily use the center?
Yes, that's what we hope. We hope to build strong relationships with students so that they will voluntarily come to the center.
It is to promote education in a way that they can relate to it and not to intimidate them. To make it cool in a way that they can relate and see themselves like, it's not that bad. I can actually go through with this. And it'll come from people like ourselves. We can tell them, hey man, I was in the streets once. I made mistakes, but I turned my life around. And with other volunteers and individuals who share the same passion, the goal is to reach these individuals at a level that they can grasp and appreciate, and we want to galvanize them into succeeding in life.
Can we wrap it up with one more question? And then we'll have time for discussion. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Well done.
Good job.
Thank you for your time.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Very
Very
good.
Thank you.